Hello mathematicians, welcome again to another exciting moment of Math Made Easy with Victor Inayo from Crunching Mathematics TV. If you're just joining us for the first time, why not smash the like and subscribe buttons? So that you can always get an update when I drop video week in and week out. And like I told you before, we do home training coaches in mathematics. If you're preparing for WIEC, your kids, you want to write international exams, SAT, you can contact us through our email and WhatsApp phone number down on the link below. So we'll always get in touch with you and we'll move on. So if you have any question, don't fail to drop it right there on the comment section. Thank you and welcome back. Today we're going to be solving one more question like we've been going through simultaneous linear and quadratic equation for the past 1 week. Today we shall be looking at 1 month question. So today we have a problem here. They said find x and y if x raised to power 2x minus y is equal to 1 and 16 raised to power x over 4 divided by 4 is equal to 8 raised to power 3x minus y. So this is a bit a complex problem. Someone asked me to solve this kind of problem for them. So we shall be looking at this today. But first of all, the first thing you need to do in this kind of situation, you have to express the equation in a linear equation. That is the first thing we have to do, express the equation in linear equation. But if we express 3 raised to power 2x minus y, we have to express that in the power of 3. So we're expressing 3x 2 raised to power y in the power of 3. This will now give us 3 raised to power 2x minus y is equal to 1. Whereby we know that anything that has, according to the law of indices, anything that raised to power 0 will give us 1. So we're leaving this in the power of 3. We have 3 raised to power 2x minus y is equal to 3 raised to power 0, which 3 raised to power 0, remember 3 raised to anything raised to power 0 in mathematics is equal to 1. Thereby, if 3 cancel out 3 here, we now have 2x minus y is equal to 0, whereby 2x equals to y. Now we now have our y here. Our y is equal to 2x. So we've gotten our y. So what do we do? How do we get our x? So I'll come back shortly to solve our x. Now we've gotten our y to be 2x from where we're coming from. Remember that 2x minus y is equal to 0. That is our equation one we just solved. And we've gotten from there, we've gotten our y to be 2x. So from there, we're going to look at getting x. How do we get x? We'll go from 16 raised to power x all over 4 equals to 8 raised to power 3x minus 2. Now we have to express this equation here in the power of 2. You can remember we are mixing indexes with this now. Indices is jumping in with style. So we are going to express this in the power of 2. When we express this in the power of 2, we now have 2 raised to power 4x. You know, 2 raised to power 4 will give us 16. 2 into 4 places. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That is 2 raised to power 4. This is all 16. So we now have 2 raised to power 2x all over 2 raised to power 2 give us 4. 2 is equal to 2 raised to power 3 give us 8. 2 raised to power 3 into 8, 2 into 3 places give us 8. 2 times 2 times 2 give us, that is it. 2 raised to power 3 bracket 3x minus y. So now when I express this in index form. So 2 raised to power 4x all over 2 is equal to 2 raised to power 3 bracket 3x minus y. Bring this to power of 2. I bring this to power of 2. You know this 2 raised to power 4x divided by 2 raised to power 2. And according to law of indices, when anything divides, it's not changed to minus. So we have here 2 raised to power 4x minus 2. This 4x, this one now minus this 2 here. 4x minus 2 divided by 2 raised to power 9 minus 3y. Why do we get it now minus 3y? We have 3 times 3x, give us 9. Minus 3 times y, give us 3y, minus 3y. So that's how we got here. So we now have our 4x minus 2y, because this 2 is going to wipe this 2 away. So we now have 4x minus 2 is equal to 9x minus 3y. Now, if you have to look this, we have to collect like terms, because we have x here, we have x here, we have y here, we don't have y here. So we have to collect like terms. This 9 will move over here, and when it crosses the sign of equal to, it changes to what? Minus. So this 4 will now move over here to change to minus here. So we have 9x minus 4y is equal to what? 3y minus this 2. So now, 9x minus 4x will give us 5x. So when this 3y crosses over here, it changes to minus. So we now have 5x minus 3y is equal to minus 2. So this is our equation 2. So from our equation 2 now, we'll now derive our x. Yeah, let's look how we can get our x. Since we already know that our y is equal to 2x, so how do we get x and y independently? That is what we are going to look at right now. So you look at this. Now you know we have from equation 1, we have 2x minus y is equal to 0. That gives us equation 1. And we have a 5x minus 3y is equal to minus 2. That gives us equation 2 from where we are coming from. So we now have our equation 1 and we have our equation 2. So remember from our equation 1, y is equal to 2x, right? Now let's substitute 2x for y in equation 2. This is our equation 2 here. So we're going to substitute 2x for y in our equation 2. Our equation 2 says 5x minus 3y is equal to minus 2. Now we have 5x minus 3 and y is equal to 2x is equal to minus 2. So this brings us to 5x minus 6x, because 3 times 2 will give us 6. This 5x minus 6x equals to minus 2. Now if we have 5x minus 6x equals to minus 2, then we have our minus s equals to minus 2. Now we have minus s equals to minus 2. Minus will cancel out minus. So we now have x is equals to 2, right? Now we have x to be 2. Our s is equals to 2. But our y is not convinced here, because we have y is equal to 4x. So therefore, y is equals to 2 times 2x. Y is equal to what? 4. So we have x to be 2 and y to be 4. Right now, we want to check if our answers are actually correct. So we need to check, because we are solving quadratic equation. Yes. Now let's check to see if our answers are actually correct. First of all, we have to check if 3 raised to power 2y minus 2x minus y is equal to 3 raised to power 0. Let's check that first, which is equation 1. From our equation 1, we have a x. Now we've gotten our x to be 2 and we've gotten our y to be 4. Now we have 3 whole number, 2 raised to power x. Now our x is equal to 2 minus 4. That is our equation 1 from our equation 1. So we don't get it wrong. So we now have a 2 times 2 will give us 4. We have 3 whole number, 3 raised to power 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 will give us 0. That is how we got from equation 1. 2x minus y is equal to 3 raised to power 0. Which is 3 raised to power 0. So our equation 1 is 100% correct. Now let's go and check if our equation 2 is actually correct as well. So from equation 2 we have 16 raised to power x all over 4, and we also have 8 raised to power 3x minus y. Now remember, our x is equal to 2. So 16 raised to power 2 divided by 4 is equal to what? 16 raised to power 2 is equal to 64. That is 16 squared. 16 times 16, that will give us 54. So we have all over 4. 64 divided by 4 will give us 16. So we've gotten our left side. Let's check if we tally with our right side. Now from our right side we have 8 raised to power 3x minus y. So this will now give us is 3, our x is 2 and our y is 4. So we have 3 times 2 minus 4. 3 times 2 will give us 6. 6 minus 4 will give us 2. This will give us 8 raised to power 2. And 8 times 8 is 64. 8 squared is 64. This means that our equation 2 is equally correct, 100% correct. So if you have any more questions, you can place it down in the comment section below and I will attend to it definitely. Thank you for joining us today. I'll see you in my next class.